G'day everyone, Rach here from Rara's Realm. Can't get my tongue to work. Welcome to my cross-stitching channel. I'm a Kiwi Flosstuber and I'm coming to you from a very sunny, almost a bit bright, Monday morning here on the South Island of New Zealand. It's one of our, we're not in winter yet, but we're on the winter side of autumn. But we have these beautiful days where there is not a cloud in the sky. The sky is bright blue, there's blazing sunshine, but it's bitterly cold, and that's what we've got today. So anyway, I'd like to say welcome to the new subscribers who are joining on or jumping in and watch the madness, and hello to those returning. I keep forgetting to mention, and I've got it in my hot little hand to mention it today. I have said a few videos back that when I hit 250 subscribers I was going to give away this Sunflower Farm chart by Kathy Barrick. This came late last year as part of the sampler Country Girl, the girls club from Country Sampler, the place in Wisconsin. It is kitted, but I'm not giving away the floss or the fabric, I'm only giving away the chart. I had a quick look today and I'm at, according to my numbers on my iPad, which could be different to what will be on the laptop when I open it up to upload this, I'm at 244 subscribers. So when we hit 250, chart only giveaway will be taking place. Right, I think that's all my housekeeping. Oh, and a choke. Yeah, maybe I should just say in advance that probably the coughing's going to start. I think I cough in the winter. No other real issues going on, but just a cough, so be prepared. 4 things to show you, I think that's right. One of which is a finish and some haul. Okay, I'm just so not with it this morning. Right, so Monday, Tuesday, I should say, if you're still getting to grips with the channel, this is the midweek of the fortnight. I probably shouldn't have said it. There's no ball drawing today. We are halfway through the 2-week rotation. So the first ball out of the bag last week was Orchard Valley Quilting Bee, and I'm working down here in this block. I had completed that, and I think I had made a little start on the border and the tree. I think I had and the start of the slope of the grass. I think I missed about 3 stitchy days last week. I couldn't get my A into G, didn't feel like stitching, but I managed to get the front side of the house almost complete. I haven't filled in the windows, and you can see I've just started to go up to the roof line, because that's just a fill-in block. So we still moved it along, but we could have done a little bit better. Let's pile that down there. Then, right, the next ball out was closest to finish, and I decided to do a little bit of jiggery pokery. And in the end, I kind of went with, I gave Orchard Valley a bit more time, and I actually got on and finished this Prairie Schooler, which is the one down here. I just had the back stitching to do, which was really an hour's work, if that. So he is finished, my little Prairie Schooler Santa. So this is the second of them. I've previously done, before I started floss tubing, I had done this one here, I believe. I think that's right, without finding them in the drawer. And I've got enough on this piece of paper, crikey. This bit of fabric, I could get 2 more Santas on here with enough room in between for edges to finish. So over time I will just do a few more of these, to the extent that I think I will just leave that in the bag that it was in, possibly, because tomorrow I meant to do Prairie Schooler, and I've got 2 thoughts. I would really like to start this I'm also jumping around, I apologise, but I haven't kitted this up yet. So, I'll tell you my thoughts when we get to that part of the video. Let's try and have some semblance of professionalism. Okay, so that was the second ball out. The third ball out was Santa's Village, and I'm on part 4, which is Mrs. Claus Cookie Shop. And the last time you saw this, which was a while back, I haven't stitched on this for ages. I've got the candy stripe done at the top. I had one chimney and a bit of smoke and a snowflake. This is another one that suffered from not stitching enough. So I've got a good start on that roof, which was quite frankly a pain in the bottom to do. There is actually a rhythm in these lines, but I couldn't get it in my head. So I was forever checking and stopping and counting and checking, and that's why I ended up only getting halfway back with the lighter colour. So not as far as it could have been, but again, it's at least some progress until the next time it comes around. And then my project 4 ball was for Blessed Bee, so that's for yesterday and today. And this was a new start last time it came up. Was it last time? Viewer's choice. Yeah, so I think in the last fortnight this was started. So when I showed this to you last time, I have got the 3 skips done, the bottom border and bee done, and I had just made a start on her dress. So far, halfway through the 2 days, I have finished her. So that's where we're at the moment. So she's done, and I'll work on this again today, and I'm deciding whether I will do, I can go from either side. I can get up into the foliage and flowers, or I can do the house. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I will think about that a bit later on. Okay, so that is my stitching for the rest of this week. So I've got another day today on Blessed Bee, and then I've got Prairie Schooler. So my 2 thoughts, because I'm really keen to start this, is I swap around some balls and leave this till later in the week, because I'm not going to have a chance to kit it up before the end of the week. So Orchard Valley, what I've got is Prairie Schooler, Orchard Valley for 2 days, and Joy for 2 days, which is the little country cottage, and it's in the other room, so I can't show you. Ornamental Joy, I think the chart is called. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm thinking I might do Orchard Valley tomorrow and Wednesday, and then by Thursday I can get out early and get this kitted up, I hope, subject to the fabric. I spotted, now, we have an L&S in Christchurch now, kind of. It's still part of an art framing shop, but she is increasing her patterns, and she has got some of the Zweigart fabric packs. They're, I don't know the inches, but they're 50 by 70 centimetre rectangles. It's what I brought a while back. I brought a couple of raw linen ones for my presidential blue stitches. And I noticed in the lot that she had quite a nice colour that sort of, I had kind of thought I would do lamb's wool, but I don't know if I've got a big enough piece. And I spotted this colour way in this fabric pack that's very similar to lamb's wool. And I want to try and actually do it on 32 count, but they only had 28. My local quilter shop that has DNC has some of these packs, so I will see what they've got in the way of the fabric, because I think I need, I did work it out and I don't have the piece of paper with me. It is under 50 by 70, but by not a lot on one of the edges, the 50 edge probably. So I do need one of those whole packs really. So I'll go check what my local place has got, and they have the DMC, and this is charted in DMC. So I will check what I've got in my stash. So the upshot of all this rambling is I think I'll do Orchard Valley for Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I will kit this up Thursday morning if I can. If I can't because they haven't got the right fabric, then I will just start another red work centre. There we go. Right, haul. So I have got some charts from this local L&S, and when I say local, it's actually in Christchurch. I'm just out of Christchurch, but that's okay. It's still on the same piece of earth. So some charts from there and an order from Mind My Needle. So from Mind My Needle, I'm getting the Jack Frost Tree Farm. What is it called? Yeah, Jack Frost Tree Farm from Little House Needlework. So this is part 3 I've received. It doesn't have a name on it. Okay. Family Fun is the name of the chart, but I thought that all the trees were being named. I don't know enough about this because I'm only getting the charts. I haven't got any plans to stitch it. Then I got another Chessie and Me sampler. This is Martha Davies 1830, and I quite liked the red house in it. Apologise as usual, I don't take it out of the plastic. Not 100% certain about all those different colours in the alphabets, I will be honest. But we'll worry about that at some point because there's no plans to stitch it. And then I have got, as soon as I clapped eyes on these at the Nashville market, I wanted them. So the first one is Woof by Hands On Designs. This is the party blocks. And hopefully I'm getting the needles, the pins rather, as well, but at the moment it comes with a little square of fabric that you put on the top. Down the bottom there it shows you what's round the side of the block. So no plans at this stage to stitch that, but I got it for a reason. So we'll just hold that away for now, and then obviously this is my favourite one. Meow. There's my little sickly cat who's no longer with us, and the naughty Charlie cat down there, and that's the band round the bottom. So this one I will be kitting up with a view to stitching. It's 58, the block top and bottom is 58 by 58, the side panel is 34 by 232. So while it's really long, it's not really deep, so I don't think it'll take that long to do. Stitched on 28 count, so this will be one of the, will go in the to be kitted up pile, so I will just deposit it there. And then from the local L&S in the city, I got a Jardin Privé, and I'm not even going to pronounce it, but it's gnomes. And I got this because I have a gnome in the living room that used to live on my grandfather's mantelpiece. And while we call him a gnome, he is actually a leprechaun. He's Irish. And I think he has a lot of symbolism. I'm going to leave it there, I think. There's a little bit of, depends on what side of the Irish divide you are as to what he stands for, actually. So, but he's very old. He actually got broken in the earthquakes 8 years ago, and he was managed to repair to the extent that you really can't tell where he got broken, but he's a very old. As long as I have been alive, he has been around, and he's been around a lot longer than that. So I have a little soft spot for gnomies. Yeah. So this actually too, what is the stitch count on this? 132 by 123. I think this would be a fun stitch. I think we might stick that in the to be kitted up pile as well. Definitely not to be kitted up at this point in time. This is the Drawn Thread Stars. I've done one drawn thread that took 20 years to complete and it was half the size, but anyway, so that's quite pretty. The verse is very hard to read, but it is, as the evening twinkle fades away, no, twilight, it's still, I'm not even going to bother. It's very hard to read the verse, I believe, in that font, and I haven't read it enough to have it in my head. And the last thing I picked up, actually I'll take it out because that'll be a good kitting up bag. Let's do that. They had one Blackbird Designs booklet and I snaffled that. This is the Agnes Platts Strawberry Sampler. It's a Loose Feathers book. I got it primarily for these two things. I'm not convinced about that house yet. I like the idea of that one, but the house is a bit too something not right for me. But the sampler down there is very pretty, and the little pinkish in there. So that's my lot. I will stick that. In fact, this Prairie Schooler can go into the bag, ready to be worked on kitting up. Hopefully can be kitted up in New Zealand. Alright, so that's all I have at this point. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to ask or say. So I think I will quit while I'm ahead and get this uploaded for you. And I will catch you next week for some more ball jangling. I hope you all have a good stitchy week. Take care everyone. Bye.